I am from Student Council and we're here with
Mrs. Allen.
So we've got 10 questions for you. Let's get straight into it. What year group do you teach?
So I don't teach any particular year group at the minute. I am Senko for Our Lady in St Swithin's, but I do have the pleasure of teaching Year 6 every other Tuesday, Year 4 on a Friday afternoon, and I also teach down in Ark as well.
So, did you want to be a teacher when you was little?
So when I was really little, I had a really good experience in primary school, and there was one particular teacher, my Year 3 teacher it was, and her name was Mrs. Stewart, and she was just wonderful. She could play the piano, and she had a really lovely voice, and she just inspired me to be a teacher. But then when I went to secondary school, I really found a love for science and went to university to do chemistry. But then I found out it wasn't for me. And then I dropped out of my first university and went back to university, and that's when I decided to be a teacher.
If you couldn't be a teacher, what else would you be?
I think if I couldn't be a teacher, I think I'd like to go back into medicine of some sort, or maybe be a children's nurse.
Oh, and where did you go to university?
So I went to university in a place called Edge Hill, and I think Mrs. Morgan went there as well after watching her podcast. It's not far from here, and it's a really lovely university. It's got such good grounds. There's lots of sports that goes on in there now as well.
So what's your favourite thing about being a teacher?
My favourite thing is teaching all the different subjects. I think getting a feel of every single different subject, and now with my role being able to see lots of different children as well, because I used to teach Year 6, and obviously I wouldn't see the children until they got much bigger and they'd end up in Year 6, but now I get to see all the children every day.
So, did you have any pets?
I do have pets. I have 2 cats, and their names are Elvis and Lennon.
And how long have you had them for?
We got them when they were 4 months old, I think, and they are nearly 10, so they're getting old now.
Do you have any hobbies that you like?
Yes, my biggest hobby, as lots of people will know, is Morris dancing. I dance and train girls to dance as well, and my little girl does Morris dancing with me now as well.
What do you like to do over the half terms?
Well, half terms are still really busy for me. I've got 2 small children, and they are 5 and 3, so I like to spend a lot of time with them and my husband going on walking holidays. We particularly like going up to the lakes. We've got family in the lakes, and my 2 children absolutely love swimming. So I'd say in a week's half term we go swimming probably 4 or 5 times.
If you had millions of pounds, what would the first thing that you'd be?
If I had £1 million, I think I would go on a really luxury holiday. I think I would take my husband, my 2 children, and a lot of my family on holiday for a nice relaxing time.
Thank you for joining us, and goodbye.
Thank you.